This video goes out to all you paddle nerds out there. Brent and I originally recorded this as part of the PBMED podcast number 8, but it just ended up being too big with all the files and extra stuff in it, and it wouldn't export properly. But instead of just scrapping it and throwing it out, I decided I'd make it its own little section, and we'll call it Mini PBMED Podcast number 9. Let us know if you like this little mini session type setup and if you want to see more of it in the future, so hope you guys enjoy. We're going to do a little game today. I've challenged Brent to a game, and this is the chance for all pickleball nerd viewers out there to take Brent on one-on-one here.
I don't think I'm going to be a worthy opponent for lots of these people out there, but I will do my best.
So we're going to keep score, and whoever beats Brent, I want to hear about it. So, and maybe this won't work. Maybe this will be stupid. I don't know. You guys let us know.
It could be.
If you like it, we'll do it again. But I've spent a lot of time in here over the last several days just cutting the shit out of paddles, really. He
really has. He's been sending me pictures.
It's been a disaster. It's been so fun, though. But there's just so many new aspects of looking at paddles that... And then I was thinking like, oh, I got to send these to people. Like, I got to see what they think. And then I send them to Justin, actually, from Pickleball, 𝒂𝒅. I'm like...
I feel like if anybody, he's going to be the one that would appreciate him the most.
I messaged him before we started. Actually, I was like, hey, I want you to take on Brent in this challenge.
You're putting me up against Justin?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What do you got, Justin? Like, let's put it up. Co-host versus co-host.
That's putting the amateur up against the pro. This is not a fair fight. Who's the
amateur?
That's me.
We'll see. We'll see who the amateur is. So what we're going to do, I've got categories here. Easy. It's behind the cardboard. No cheating.
Okay.
So easy, medium, and hard. What I'm going to do, and I'll put this on the screen for the viewers too. So I'm going to show Brent, and it's a graduated guessing system here. So I'm going to show Brent first. For most of these, I have the back of a paddle face. So some of them are going to be easy, and some will be hard, and you probably will not be able to get them based only on the back of the paddle face. So you won't see, brand names and stuff. If you can't get that, then we'll move on, and I'll show you the paddle core. And if you can't get that, then you probably lose. But there's a couple other, loose items that I'll show you just to see if you can get it. And while you guess, when I give it to you, I'll put it on screen for the viewers as well, and I'll give you 2 points if you get you get it right away from the paddle face, and you get 1 point if you get it in the next step. And some of these you only get 1 step. So I'll let you pick your poison first, Brent. Do you want to start easy, medium, or hard?
I'm so nervous right now.
Should be.
Because this is not my strong suit. My strong suit is like play testing.
Okay, don't pick hard. Don't pick hard.
Let's go easy.
What's your strong suit, already? Okay, you want easy? Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's scary.
Okay. All right. Let's.
Because if you pop an easy one,
Okay, don't look.
All right. If you pop an easy one up here and I'm stumped, I'm just cooked.
If you miss this one, then we're
just canceling the segment.
You're fired from podcasting. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the screen same time I show it to Brent. With this whole thing's out. Okay, ready?
Okay. All right. I like this level.
Okay,
of easy.
What did I tell you? Is it easy?
Okay,
well, what is it?
Yeah.
Well, prove that you know it. What is it?
That is a TruFoam.
That is a TruFoam. Yes. What do you know? You probably know. What was the square thing in the middle?
That's a fiberglass.
Yeah, that's
fiberglass.
So that's where the fiberglass was.
You know how nervous I got just to say that's a TruFoam, because in my head I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a TruFoam.
You said you knew it, and then you had a slow response.
I did.
So I was like, whoa, actually, are you fired?
Because I was like, that's definitely a TruFoam, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, wait, is it a TruFoam?
This is the fiberglass. Oh yeah, Brent and I brought gloves. You shouldn't handle this stuff without gloves. So we'll break for gloves real quick. Okay, back with gloves. Nobody wants carbon fiber splinters. Those things are no joke. Yeah, so this is a fiberglass that I literally could you could chisel underneath that and pull that off. So it's interesting. Yeah, wobbly, wiggly. Interesting thing. Yeah, I mean, none the least. So it adds a little bit of pop, a little bit of reinforcement to the face of the TruFoam, which doesn't have a lot of pop to begin with. So
it doesn't.
I can only imagine what it would feel like without that.
Yeah.
And then you've seen this already, and you already got your 2 points, but that's the core. Feel how hard that is. Have you felt it yourself?
I think I felt it before our last podcast, but it is very firm.
Yeah.
Like I can't compress it any at all there.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it foam if I didn't know it was, quote, foam.
Yeah.
It's some hard substance.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
like if someone was just like, what material is this? Foam would not be what I would think after I pressed on it. It looks like foam, but once you press on it, it's like, I don't know.
all right, Brent, you passed the easy check.
All right.
Are you ready?
I
What
still
do you
got
want?
a job,
Medium
I guess.
or hard? Medium or hard?
Let's go medium, man. I'm
Okay.
I'm
First go
linear.
medium.
I'm a linear kind of
Don't
guy.
look. Okay,
All right.
this is an interesting medium, and you'll see why. And you can't flip it over either. You have to just
Can't
look at
flip
it as I put it on the table. So go ahead and look at that. I'll put it
Okay.
on the screen without flipping it over. What do you
I'm
think that
pretty
is?
sure I know what this is
Okay.
because we've got nice honeycomb core. We got some what looks like little reinforcements on the side, and the shape.
Yeah, the shape's
The
pretty
shape,
unique,
it
right?
feels like it's giving it away. It looks like a vapor to me.
Ooh.
11624 vapor.
Meh,
What?
meh.
Oh no!
Here's the core.
Oh, see, it is an 11624 paddle.
Okay, Brent, I'm guessing you know that because
the coloring.
ombre coloring.
Mhm,
Okay, yes.
So it's got to be a Pegasus.
Yeah,
then.
it's a Pegasus.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you're close. They're so close
Oh,
in
so
shape.
close.
Yeah,
so close.
but
I should get like half credit
but-
for the first part.
Nope.
You know,
Is that 0? No, that's 1 point. Yeah, you got it with the core.
I got it with this. Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at how thick this honeycomb is, though. That's one just impressive thing about this core.
I hear David is very OCD about his cores. So, and it looks nice.
Yeah, and so down here you can see I'll put this on the screen too, but that's kind of where I crunched it with my
Oh, yeah, see that,
chisel,
yeah.
just prying it up. It's hard to get the faces off, but other than that, I mean, it's just straight, crisp, pristine, very thick. The thickest core that I've seen with my own eyes. Not that I've cut open thousands, but I've cut open a lot. I'll compare that to some other cores here in a minute too. Okay.
Okay.
What's your next difficulty?
Let's go hard.
Okay.
What did I do? I got 2 points in the first, 1 point on the second, so I'm due for 0 points on the hard, which is what I'm expecting anyways.
So for the general person, I think this would be hard. I don't. You may have seen in the past, this may be easy. I had somebody pick this core out from the back of a picture I posted once and know what it was. So you don't
See, and like these
there's
are the
no-
viewers I'm going against.
Okay,
They're
here's
doing
you
that.
can see it.
We've got-
You I think you only will know this if you've seen it before. Probably from me. Maybe from somebody else.
I can't flip this over, right?
No, you cannot, because the other
Okay.
side has pictures on it. This could be somebody's chance to go ahead of Brent.
Can I?
Yeah. Can you
Can I, like-
handle it? Yeah, you
Yeah, can I handle
it.
it? Just not flip it?
Tell us
Okay.
what you're seeing for our
Like
listeners
is
out
all
there.
this like unevenness? Is that you
Oh,
causing
yeah,
that?
that's just me.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's not just a terrible.
Yeah, this is my
okay.
learning process trying to figure out how to cut it. But
So you've got like 3
yeah.
channels of foam here, which the only paddles I know about that I know have 3 is like the Pulse series, but this doesn't look like a Pulse to me.
Yeah, it's not a pulse. You can throw out a guess if you want. If you don't know, you don't. You're not going to guess it probably.
I think I might know this one, and I don't know
Really?
why I know this
Ooh,
one.
okay. Well, impress
Maybe
me
I'm
then.
just overly confident in what I
Huh,
think I
okay.
know, and
Well, let's
I
see.
don't know how I know it.
All right, what is it then?
Is it a mod knockoff?
Holy shit! How did you know that?
Is it a
How did
moo?
you not know that? But know that
It is a moo.
yeah, it is a moo. Did you watch it? Did
I
you watch my
watched-
video?
Yes.
That's
I did.
a moo
Was there a
mod.
comment
There
or something?
was. Yeah, Oh yeah, that's right. You're an avid follower of the 11624 Discord. Yeah,
That's where it
because
came
I
up.
posted
yeah.
a picture of my work, and somebody saw this on the back wall and was like, "Is that a mod knockoff?
That's where I know
Is
it
that
from.
a moo?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Whoa, yeah."
Because I remember
Yes,
you're the
that's
only
it.
you're
Yep.
the only person that I knew that had a moo. I didn't know what
Yeah.
that was until you, and then I remember reading somebody talking about it and about the three channel
Yeah.
foam, but that's not how the mod
Yeah.
actually is.
So weird. Yeah, so it's a knockoff mod, which the mods have the 2 layers of foam. And both the Moo and the other one I cut open, I think it's from Robin or whatever, but can't remember off the top of my head, have 3 channels of foam, and I have no idea why. No idea.
If 2 channels is good, 3 is
3
obviously
is better, I guess.
You know,
Yeah. In the eye of the beholder. Okay, Brent.
isn't that how medicine works too? Like if 400 milligrams is good,
Yeah.
500,
They're going to feel
even
great.
better.
Yeah, they're going to be, yeah, exactly. Okay, easy, medium, hard, Brent.
Let's go back down to easy.
Okay.
I want to go easy, medium, hard, easy, medium, hard. I'm a easy pattern kind of guy.
Depending on the person, this would be a varied level of difficulty, but for you, you get this tiny, tiny piece And tell me what you think that is.
I'm pretty sure that's a pulse.
That is a pulse.
Yeah.
That's Brent's main
You may
paddle.
have sent me this picture
I think
before.
I showed that to Brent like the second I cut it open. I was like, Brent, check this out. Yeah, so it's got 3 channels of foam. Also very interesting. So look at the honeycombs here. Contrast that to...
Oh, yeah. Much thinner than that 11.6 you just had.
Look at those side by side. The 11.624 honeycomb and the Pulse honeycombs.
Yeah, so I don't know what
unreal.
angle creates the best for you guys.
Yeah,
but
I'll put it on screen. I'll put it on screen to show them.
You can kind of see the difference there.
Yeah, I measured all these different honeycombs for my 11.624 review video. That's partially why I cut a ton of paddles open, is because I cut the 11.624 open and I was like, that is thick. I'm like, am I crazy? Like, that looks, the walls of the core of the honeycomb units look thick, and especially compared to the Pulse.
Oh, yeah, I don't even...
Man, they just look like straws.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So it's not just the height of them that's double to 2.5 times
well,
as
the
high.
height is because I cut it like, frontally. So those are roughly 16 millimeters thick if I were to just pull a face off. Yeah, so it's not a height thing. It's more of a thickness thing.
It is, yeah, the thickness of the walls between each kind of cell is...
Pretty nuts, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least twice, if not 3 times as thick.
That's not really something I thought of is thickness of the literal walls. Like, people talk about width of like the units themselves in terms of 8, 12, 10 millimeters, whatever.
Yeah.
But the thickness of the actual like plastic. And then if you look,
never thought about that either.
We'll skip that part. Yeah,
I wonder if that has
11.624 review video if you want to see more. But what were you saying, Brent?
Like it, kind of just. I would assume that a thicker wall would be more durable. That's just like a kind of an.
It's kind of
sort of
sense,
informed, inference, I guess, from there is that like if I have thicker walls in the core, it's gonna be more durable. But
what's more likely to crunch, a thin wall or a thick wall?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, that's one of many factors that I think play into why I think that the 11.624 powers are super durable. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna give you. I actually don't remember how I categorized this. This might have been medium. So I don't know if you would be able to get it based off of the back of the paddle face, but here it is. It is kind of a unique-ish shape.
Yeah.
I don't know that it tells you a lot, but it's the next step when if I show you the core, which is actually pretty cool, that you'll get it. Tell us what you're seeing there, if anything interesting.
Not really seeing much. Just, I see the honeycomb, the polypropylene. It looks like it has each... Like, to me, it looks like each individual cell is filled, which makes me think of an Olympus.
Kind of looks like that. I think that's more just like
that's
kind
throwing
of the
me
glue.
off.
Yeah, it's not foam filled. So
did you cut off part? So this is the whole paddle face, right? Like, there's no part missing here. There's no edge foam or anything.
Yeah, exactly. No edge foam. So that tells you what about it?
So it's got to be an earlier gen paddle.
Yeah. So it's a Gen 1 paddle. You're right. What shape do you think this paddle is? Like overall, would you say?
God, it is hard to tell just from this little cutout.
It is.
I feel like I'm gonna be wrong. It looks a little wide to me.
It is. It's a wide body paddle.
Okay.
I wondered if the longer handle, at least the way that it looks coming off the face, would throw you off. Do you want the core?
So it's a Gen 1 wide body paddle.
You gonna throw out a guess first?
I kind of want to.
Okay,
to be eligible for this 2 points, but I guess I kind of spent that when I said the Olympus.
Oh yeah, it's not the Olympus, but that's all right. I'll give you another guess.
I don't know. One of the Neonics. I don't know.
That's not a bad guess. That's not a bad guess, except for none of those are Gen 1s.
That's true.
So it is a bad guess. No. Okay. Here's the core. Let me make sure all my logos are taped off. Yeah, I taped off logos. I came in here with my 3-year-old, and we were taping off logos and stuff so that Brent, couldn't have any hints. So here's the core, and tell us what you see when you're looking at it. I'll put it on screen.
What is this little guy? What is this little guy right here? What is this?
Okay, so Brent sees something on the edge. You can't look at the other side. You can lift it up, but yeah.
I wish I could feel those. Is that weighting right there?
Yeah.
Or is it...
Well, I didn't put that in there. That came with the paddle, and that was the only place it was. So it's not like I removed the rest
Is it just one on this side and
Okay,
two over
I take
here?
that back. Actually, there was 2 over there. I took one out to mess around with it and see what the hell was going on there.
Okay.
Other than that, that's what we got.
Is it
Paddle
a
does that.
Is it a Paddle Tech?
It is a Paddle Tech. Yes, that's a.
Because I know they have that built-in internal.
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
SQC. Yep, good. Yeah, I figured, I was like, okay, the tack on the edge would give it away, because Paddle Tech, they have on their website, like, I actually haven't checked since these came out, but they had like a bar looking image, and I was like, oh, I didn't, like, I wonder what is that? And they all like went on vacation or something, like right when they sent them to me, and so then nobody was answering, so I was like, oh, what the hell, I'll just cut these open, and then you find these little putty things in there.
Yeah. Because the TKO has that too, right? The CX.
Yeah, and then the thinner versions, what is their thinner version? 12.7 millimeters. Yeah, those have the metal balls in them as well, but the thicker ones don't. They're just the putty.
Okay.
I figured they just think like, oh, we don't need that much density in the edge.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, Brent. All right. You want to do one more? Should we do one more and then call it good?
Yeah. I feel like
all
I'm maybe a little too close to this mic. You'll see it in post, I guess.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm,
We'll edit
like,
that.
Yelling into this.
We'll edit that in the volume. Brent's like under his bed, swearing at me. Okay, we'll do 2 more because I think this is an easy one.
Okay.
But it should be easy for you. But maybe I shouldn't preface with that, just in case you can't get it.
See, now you're
okay,
putting me on the spot.
here's the face.
Okay, I do know what this is.
Okay, what's that?
Yeah, it's a
one?
ripple.
Yep, that's a ripple. Yeah, and Brent's very familiar with the ripple.
Very familiar.
He made it. Yeah,
and this is so squishy.
That is the squishiest thing you've ever squished.
Especially down here.
Yeah, if you wonder why it recoils and pops like like a banshee, man, it's because this foam is squished. I made my whole review video for this was way longer than I thought, but the dissection part was like 6 minutes. I'm thinking about releasing it. I'm going back and forth on just releasing the dissection part, but anyways, it's interesting. It's got individual channels wrapped in carbon fiber and little squishy foams.
It is. I mean, you compare that with a TruFoam.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's like that's foam. Yeah,
that's
for sure foam here. Yeah.
I don't know what kind of foam, but that's foam.
Yep.
And the other one, I don't know what that is either, but
black
it doesn't
foam.
feel like foam, but yeah.
Okay. We should have been tallying your points. We'll learn this for next time. Okay, let's do one more.
Well, do I just win by default now because there's been a technical error, a scorekeeping error?
So I'll go back through. I'll put Brent's score at the bottom, and whoever beats him goes. So, let's do one more here. So I'll say this is a hardish one.
Okay.
Here's the face.
Oh. Yeah, I'm getting nothing.
It's a
from
paddle
that.
face. Yeah. Well, can you tell anything about its generation of construction based off the face?
I don't see any edge foam on there, so I would think a Gen 1.
You can't see the edge foam, but you can see that the honeycomb core stops at a point, which it didn't on the Paddle Tech if you compare them. The honeycomb impressions went all the way to the edge. So at least it's 1.5 or higher.
Okay.
It's Gen 3. Gen 3 paddle.
Gen 3.
You're not going to get it from the back of the face.
Okay.
I do think you'll get... I left one hint on here for you that I thought about covering up, but I wanted to do you a favor. And
you said it's Gen 3?
Well, actually, it's a Gen 2 paddle. I correct myself.
Okay. Is it a fire?
But I'm going to go back and say it's a Gen 3.
Is it a fire?
It is a fire. Yes.
Okay.
How did you know that? The handle.
This?
Yep. I left that on purpose. Yeah. I was going to wrap the handle, and I was like, oh, if I wrap the handle, there's no way.
Yeah, if you wrap the handle, there's no way I would have gotten that.
Yeah, because it's just but this also, so this was one of the...
good-looking core.
Yeah, the core looks really good, but would it surprise you to hear that this was actually the one that is just core crushed to oblivion?
Oh.
Yeah, this is the one. I loaned that to a couple of people to try. It actually didn't have a ton of playing time on it, but you were playing with RC, who was using this. And both you and RC were like, hey, did you know that thing is core crushed? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then I got it back, and it was like freaking popcorn in there.
It was. Like
what the heck?
Even indoors, which is loud as hell, I could push on the face, and clearly it was just... wow. Okay. I mean, yeah.
You can see it if you press on it. I'll try and show it on screen if you can, but if you press on it, like, yeah, oh yeah, you hear that? Yeah. So this is this also, to Course's defense and any paddle company's defense, really, like core crushing happens, but these paddles, there was a problem in the factory. Several reviewers got really early models that had a problem in the honeycomb sheet. So this was one of those early models that had a higher predisposed, probability of core crushing. So I do have a new one that is, compliant with courses, instructions to factory or whatever, that has not core crush, but this was one of the kind of factory defect ones, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, the honeycombs themselves, they are very thick looking.
They are.
This is the second thickest one that I measured next to the 11.624 paddles. So
yeah,
there's a nerd segment for you. What'd you think? Did you like that? Was it fun?
I did. I did better than I thought I would do. You
did pretty good.
I did okay. Like there were some that I feel like I could have done better on, but I think I got the bonus points from the moo just because I
was pretty impressed
in
about
Discord
that.
too much lurking around.
Yeah. That it pays to be studious. We'll call it studious. Studious.
Yeah.
And I knew I was throwing you some bones with the TruFoam and the ripples.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, let's hear it. If anybody beat Brent, which means they will probably have had to get some from the paddle faces because you got all of them. Eventually, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't think I was. Maybe I was fully stumped on one. I can't remember.
I'll go back and read, and I'll put his score in the details. And
yeah.
Everybody roast him. Everybody roast him about beating him.
That's not my strong suit, guys. Not my strong suit.
Well,
Paddle construction and dissecting cores. That's this guy and Justin. And...
It will be when we have enough time together, Brent. Okay, well let's.
That did feel like fourth year pharmacy school rotations of just like.
There were some times I was asking you questions. I'm like,
what's the drug of choice for this disease state?
What does it tell you? What do you see here? I was like, why? I'm talking like I'm on rotations right now.
Exactly.
I was like,
yeah.
I liked it though. I was like, I am meant for academics. I will teach someday.
The leading the student just far enough along to either hang themselves or get the right answer. One of the two.
You're a good student, Brent.
I had 7-8 years of practice
or 12 years out of pharmacy school, and you're still ready to learn.
I did go back for an MBA 4 years ago though.
Okay, so you're not totally rusty.
Yeah.
Okay, nice job, Brent. What do we got next? We're going to talk about paddles? Should we talk about them?
Take off our gloves and talk about paddles, maybe?
You can take yours off.
I'm going to take mine off,
I'm feeling kind of, I don't know, I feel powerful with these on.
Yeah,
I'm
rugged.
going to keep my power gloves on. We're going to talk about some paddles.
You feel strong with your power gloves and your sleeve of tattoos? You feel like a biker?
Yeah, it's like I'm working construction again. Back in the day.
You work construction?
Yeah, I did steel building construction, working up every summer since I was 11, like through college. So, yeah, I'm a iron worker badass. Brent, you didn't know?
I didn't know. I mean, I grew up, putting in tobacco and growing corn and stuff like that. I grew up in rural, North Carolina. So I did that, but never construction work.
I wonder if that's surprising to anyone with your accent.
Who would have guessed that I'm from rural parts of eastern North Carolina?
Which part were you from again?
So I have to do it in tiers because nobody knows my hometown.
Start small. What is it?
Start small, my actual hometown. It's called Maury, North Carolina.
Okay, all right. I don't get
nobody
full
knows
points
where
for
that is.
No.
And then I go up to Snow Hill. Nope.
I'm not from North Carolina.
Either.
Nope.
Yeah. And then people usually get it when I say Greenville or Greenville.
Yeah.
If you're not from the area.
Oh, I've heard of it. I've probably been there, but Greensboro, Greenville, they kind of all mesh together for me, really, to be honest.
Greenville is ECU.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right, yeah. I haven't been there.
Center. Yeah. Okay. Which I think is merged with ECU School of Medicine now. So
they got their backer down there.
Now.
They got their backer down there. Thanks to Brent.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Not as much as we used to have, but there's still a lot of tobacco.